toddlers, sharing. First thing to do as a parent, right, is to remember what it's like making this, to help myself go, I need to take a breath. Because it is really hard. This parenting gig's really, really hard. And Sheepy's going to join us for the day. Today, I wanted to talk about why it's healthy sometimes to let your child Smart Mama, Smart Kids parenting and lifestyle. Hi, I'm Miranda from Smart Mama, Smart Kids Coaching, and I'm all about helping parents feel more confident in their early years parenting by building connection with their small child. Okay, so welcome to this weekly video of mine. My name is Miranda and I run Smart Mama, Smart Kids Coaching, and I'm a parenting and life coach, teacher and blogger. So welcome to my channel if you have not been here before. Anyway, today's video is all about teaching sharing. So how can you teach sharing? What are my two main parts to teaching sharing? My two main things to remember when we are teaching sharing to our toddlers and preschoolers. Okay, so the first thing to remember, this is not one of them, this is not one of the rules, but one of the first things to remember is that most small children, or all small children, are egocentric, which means their ego is center of their world. So basically ego means self, right? Ego is the center of your world, their world. So they are possessive of their toys. It can take a while to learn to share. It means that they can't really see past their little bubble of themselves sometimes, and that's okay. It's actually normal, okay? So as parents, it's insanely frustrating at times, but it is actually normal that they are egocentric, especially toddlers, definitely toddlers and preschoolers as well. So what are the two main things to remember when we are teaching our kids to share? So the first thing to remember is, number one, prepared is best. Being prepared to share is best. So teaching your child about what is sharing, what actually is sharing, what does sharing even mean? So someone says to them, you need to be sharing that. And they're going, well, hang on. So talk about sharing. Talk about how sometimes our friends have a go at things and then we do too. Taking turns, so bringing taking turns into it a little bit. I've got a great video on taking turns. Check it out. Taking turns. What else was I just going to say? Oh yes, that's right. Discuss and prepare for visitors. So preparing for visitors is huge when it comes to sharing, or preparing for a situation. So if you're going to playgroup, preparing for a situation, if you know your child struggles with sharing at the moment, talk about it. Talk about something that happened last week where they didn't want to share the blocks with Billy. Talk about something that happened when someone wouldn't share with them and how they felt about it. Just bring, and I don't mean just lecture on at them, I mean just bring a little bit of a conversation in. What can we do today if this happens? What can we do today to show our friends that we are nice friends and that we know how to share with them? Like, I'm not talking about don't fuzzle them with science. I just mean talk to your kids about it. It's okay to talk about this stuff, right? So prepare them. Being prepared is huge when it comes to sharing, because your child is already getting in there with their game face on, right? And I know they're toddlers and they don't remember this stuff and whatever, but there's nothing to be lost by teaching them to share by preparing them. So prepare to share, right? Number two is, actually I need to add something to number one. Taking turns is really, really important as well. So teaching them to take turns is really, really good. But that also, and I know I said about the video, that also leads into number two. So number one is prepare to share, right? Number two is watch what you are doing. How are you demonstrating sharing? How are you showing your child how you share? And I don't just mean telling them what they should be doing. I'm talking about the whole practice what you preach situation. So how do you share in your daily life? Just take a step back for a minute. Even right now, if you're watching, hit the like button. Hit like if you are taking a step back for 2 seconds and going, oh, what do I share? What does my kids see me sharing? And I'm not talking about you share the doona at night with your husband. I'm talking about the stuff your kid sees you sharing. So do they see you sharing some biscuits? Do they see you sharing your toys in the sandpit when you're playing together, or wherever you play together? Do they see you sharing turns when you're playing kick the footy to each other? Or make sure when you're sitting down with them at playgroup or whatever, do you share some toys with some of the other kids too? Where do they see you sharing? Yeah? So yeah, sit back, go, hang on a minute. Where do they actually see me sharing? And then you can start to go, oh, I share. I show my child how to share. How do you show them how to share? So instead of just talking about it, what does that actually mean? So it is very important for us as parents to show our children everything. It's called modeling. So we model our behavior to our child all the time, like literally every second when they're awake, they are watching what we're doing. So as we know, usually picking up swear words or anything like that that we don't want them to pick up, they are picking them up. So what can you do? So what are you doing in order to promote sharing? One of the things I like to do is to make sure I understand that their no means no, especially as they get a little bit older. Like if they say no, I shouldn't be just going, yep, steamroll, I'm going to do what you said, what you don't want me to do anyway. Like that's not really ideal. For starters, that's really, really handy. If you are respectful of your child in that way, it's very handy as they get older to be able to say, I respect you, you need to respect me. Like, I respect your wishes, I need you to respect my wishes. So if you sit down with your child and say, hey, can I join you and build your tower? They might go, no, I want to build it by myself. Well, let them build it by themselves. Like, hello? Like you can still be next to them and play with something different and still have that together time. If that's the only time you've got there, you can sit down and do something different. That's fine. But if they've asked you not to, don't just bowl in and do it, because it's really not, it doesn't show respect, it doesn't show that you care, it doesn't teach them how to share, and it doesn't create a good connection and a good relationship between you, because you're basically using your parental authority to just steamroll them. Yep, and we don't want our kids to always feel like they're being run over by authority, right? Because we should be enabling our children, we should be helping our children, we should be showing things to our kids, modeling to our kids what they should be as a healthy and happy human being, not just mowing them down with whatever we think should be a good idea all the time. That has to happen to a point as a parent, I know. But whenever you can, let your child's no mean no and let their yes mean yes, okay? So they're basically my two things, okay? Yep. So the first one was obviously understand that they're egocentric, prepare to share. So number one was prepare to share. Number two, make sure that you are modeling sharing as much as you can yourself. Yeah? Not just teaching them, but modeling it to them. Okay, so that's pretty much my video for today. Don't forget to watch my Taking Turns one. Don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the little bell. If you like what I'm doing on here, then check it out, hit the subscribe and you'll receive emails about it each week. And apart from that, I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram. It's Miranda Hodge, Smart Mama, Smart Kids. Check it out below. And that's pretty much what is going on here. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. See you later. Bye. Okay, so one thing I didn't pop in that video is the fact that you can grab my free Toddler Toolbox. It's called the Toddler Toolbox and it's an ebook and it's got strategies to use with your toddler. It's really, really good. It's got stuff about helping them eat dinner, all those sorts of things, how to stay calm as a parent, things like that. So if you would like to get my ebook, the link is below. It's free. You can sign up and get it straight away if you want to right now. So it's free. It's a PDF style one, so it just should download onto your phone or otherwise onto your laptop straight away. Okay. Anyway, guys, don't forget to grab it. All right. The link's below in the description. Don't forget to subscribe. See you later, guys. Bye.